up, you guys? It's your boy, the Kryptonian Saiyan here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 181. And my initial thoughts after reading the chapter are this right here. It really feels like Oda went to the Tite Kubo school of trolling. And what I'm referring to is when Oda had that camel revealed, you saw the eyelashes, and then it's revealed like, oh, gotcha, sucker. This ain't Vivi, it's a camel. Like, that was some Tite Kubo stuff, man. That's like some Aizen level trolling stuff, man. That was pretty cool. Some Kisuke Uehara type trolling, or Uehara Kisuke. So that was pretty cool just to read that. And right away, I was very impressed with the unorthodox plan that the Straw Hats came up with. Because when you look at what the Baroque agents are doing, the Baroque Works numbered agents, they're adapting to the scene. They're going, oh, we only have, we're supposed to only have 4 here, not counting the Straw Hat, but there's 6. And they're like, oh, well, we do have Mr. Prince, and he probably has a helper, so the numbers match up. And right away, just the way they're able to adapt to it and say, well, okay, I believe it was Mr. 4 who had that projectile type thing shoot out, and Vivi's like, oh, you got to dodge it. Get out the way, because they're on the spotted bill ducks, and they're the fastest things in Alubarna. So I thought that was pretty cool, just the fact that they're able to adapt. But the Straw Hats are one step ahead of them, and that was very impressive, man. Very good character development. I would be very interested to know which character came up with this plan, because this was really good. Whoever came up with it, it really feels like this might be something that Vivi might have done, simply for the fact that she's dealt with the Baroque Works agents long enough, and you know Crocodile is on the precipice of getting what he wants, or seemingly so, and Vivi has the most experience dealing with them, so it makes sense that she came up with the plan. But what I found the most interesting about all of this is Zoro looks like he's going to be taking on number 1 and Mr. Number 1's helper, or Mr. 1's helper, and that's interesting because it definitely just breaks down for you who really is second in command for Luffy's crew. You know, I've always kind of said it feels like it's interchanging, but Zoro has the strongest connection. And this, I feel like this is Oda's way of just confirming it for us. So that was pretty cool, man. I'm a little disappointed Luffy wasn't in this, because in the last chapter we know that Luffy is basically getting stitched and taken care of. Not literally stitched, but you know, he got turned into Yamcha basically. Like Crocodile, Cyberman, Luffy, Yamcha didn't end very pretty. So that was, or Popo's pecking order. I guess that's the best way to put it. Dragon Ball Team 4-Star, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to know what was going on with Luffy, but I understand why Oda doesn't have him on this, because this chapter is more about the Straw Hats as a whole and just their uncanny ability to get by without Luffy, and just how they're able to work as a unit, and the way that they all break apart and go through the different entrances. Brilliant. And just speaking of brilliance period, from a craft perspective, one thing I enjoyed is Oda is continuing to use the whole ticking clock element, where you're continuing to raise the stakes by letting people know that there's some type of countdown. And he doesn't flash on the panel like he did in other chapters where it's like 5 hours to this, 6 hours to this, 3 nuts left to bust before this. It's not that. What Oda actually does is he has Koza say, hey, we're almost to Alubarna, and one of Koza's men says, yeah, it won't be more than another 30 minutes. Very nice. Very nice. That's a very indirect way of letting us know right off top that it's about to come to a head. And all these setup chapters, again, I'm expecting a huge fight, but I don't know now, because Vivi, that was the whole point of them breaking up, to allow Vivi to slip by unnoticed. And the brilliant thing about that is, because Vivi was able to slip by unnoticed, what we actually end up seeing is Vivi is taking the hood off, and it looks like she's actually about to confront the rebels, which I'm interested to see where that's going to go, because she has that relationship with Koza. And that's going to be good, because I've been waiting to see their interaction as adults. You know, they parted on good terms, and when they're first introduced they're at odds, and now when they're first reuniting they're at odds. Very good by Oda. This is some very crafty stuff, man. Overall, this was a great chapter, man. Great. Wasn't awesome, wasn't classic, but it was great. So I'm going to end the review right here. My chapter question for you guys is going to be this right here. I was very impressed with the plan that the Straw Hats came up with. Very impressed. I thought that the pairings that they had with, I believe it was Usopp with the camel and Nami with Zoro, I thought the pairings on how they got split up, very good. Fits the characters and the relationships, leaves some room for some comedy. So that was pretty cool. But I want to know what you guys thought about the plan. Like about the plan they came up with on the whim. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comment section below. As always, if you like anything I had to say, hit that like button, comment, rate, subscribe, share. I will greatly appreciate it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.